You've already made it. Congratulations, bro. You've already made it. I feel like for most of my life, I always felt like I had to make it. I had to be somebody. I had to achieve something, you know? Rarely did I ever feel like, oh, I'm accomplished. I'm fine where I am, you know? I remember when I was like 16, I used to listen to this. There's this song by The Weeknd. And the lyric goes like, I used to pray when I was 16. If I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed. And I used to resonate with that shit, like, heavily. I used to be like, bro, if I don't make it by a certain age, like, I might be Hannah Baker. I might 30 reasons why. Which is crazy, bruv. It's crazy to think that a 16-year-old can think that, you know? But genuinely, I used to feel like if I didn't make it by a certain age, I might just, what's the point in living? And it makes you realize it makes you think, it makes you question, like, what is making it? I feel like so much of us have these goals and these ambitions, or things that we want to achieve in our life and things that we want to do in our life. And we focus so much on these goals and so much on these dreams or whatever that we don't actually truly live now. Or that we put off the now in order to achieve a better future. We are very, very hopeful of what the future can bring, but we don't actually embody that now. The funniest thing is, because we have so much of these expectations and we have so much of this pressure and this noise in our head of trying to be somebody or trying to achieve our goals, a lot of us end up not doing or achieving these things because we have so much internal resistance that we aren't even able to move freely. But when you let go of that, and you let go of the resistance, and you just be, and you accept it for what it is, and you don't no longer have these desires or these super frivolous ambitions or anything like that, and you just kind of accept the way you are at this moment, and you surrender to the present moment, you then open your world up to everything, because anything is possible now. Because the past limitations that you have on your mind, the stories that you tell yourself, limit you limit the things that you actually want to do. But when you let go of that, you're actually able to just be and realize your full potential as a human, you know? And it makes you wonder, why are we so obsessed with these goals and these ambitions? When we get to that point, we're going to be here now. Do you get me? And I know some people might not understand what I mean. You're thinking of the future, but the future that you're thinking of, you're going to be here now. Just like how when you think about the past, all you're really remembering is an older version of the now. So if everything is always in the now, why don't we honor the now as much as possible? This is what I'm realizing now. The less you attach yourself to these goals and these ambitions, and you actually just put all your focus on what you do now in this moment, the more that you actually align yourself with the person that you're actually meant to be. And the more that you actually do, because a lot of the time we suffer with this procrastination of thinking that we have 100 things to do because our brain is so scattered. When in reality, if we were just to focus on the now and do one task and do that task fully and presently, we'd make so much more progress. So I don't think that the idea of letting go of these desires or letting go of the attachment to a future or these things is an act of surrender or act of being lazy or being a bum. If anything, I think it's actually more easier to attain your goals that way. When you realize that the only thing that actually exists is now. And I was thinking about the footballer recently that died, Diogo Jota, right? 28 years old. Just came back from probably his greatest season, bruv. The guy literally just won the Champions League. He just won the Nations League. he just got married 2 weeks before his death. And he was 28. And it makes you really question, we have these lofty ambitions for our goals, bro, and all these things, when we don't even know if tomorrow we're gonna be here, bro. And that's some real shit. We don't even know if we're gonna be here tomorrow, bro. So the best thing that we can do as people is to honor the moment. Get out of your own head. Get out of thinking and realize that now is the only thing that actually matters. And how many stories have we heard from these famous celebrities that end up committing suicide? Robin Williams, famous celebrity, Good Will Hunting, Mrs. Doubtfire, ends up committing suicide. The guy from Friends, Matthew Perry, got probably one of the best roles in history, bruv. He was on the biggest sitcom. He got a star role on the biggest sitcom in the world. And he ended up taking his own life, and he was miserable. What is making it? Or where is making it? Making it to where? Because you're always going to be here now. So you've made it where? But our society has conditioned us to believe that you have to be somebody, or you have to grind and you have to hustle in order to be somebody, in order to have value in this world. When your value as a human being doesn't come from anything that you do, bruv. It comes because you are a fucking human being, bro. That's your value. It's not about what you do. It's not about who you are. It's not about your friends or whatever. If you're living and you're having a physical experience, you have value, bruv. That's it. All of that shit is arbitrary, bruv. All of that shit is extra bullshit that we add on that doesn't actually exist. So, bro, you've already made it. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to have goals. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't aspire to be something, or you shouldn't have dreams. But understand that life is like a game. Life is the game, right? Your life right now, what you're doing in this moment is the game, yeah? Now, your dreams and your aspirations and your goals are the DLC. It'd be nice to have it, and you should probably try and get it, right? But the cream and the real sauce is now. And that's it, bro. That's it. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to be too preachy. I know I can definitely come across that way and shit. But, yeah, I'm trying to figure this shit out as well, bro. I'm not fucking some guru, bro. Like, I'm just a nigga with a mic, well, with a phone, Anyway, guys, in a bit. Oh my dick.